Hello traders, and a very interesting day today. Apologies for anybody who logged into the room for the first time in I don't know how long. My room just wouldn't open up for me, so I had to uh, uninstall the software, refire the machine up, and all sorts. In the meantime, yeah, I missed you guys, so next time I'll have a plan B. I'll have one of my colleagues open up the room just to make sure that somebody's there and walk you through the trades that in the same style that I would look at. So I'll notify you again of the next events. In the meantime, let's just look at the markets. This is the Euro US. You can see I marked off the way in which this euro has been behaving. Sell, pushes up into the 50 MA, sells, retraces, sells, retraces. So this was the ECB easing day, and today was Fed. The Fed are indicating they are eking closer to rate rises, potentially June. So that's why we've seen the dollar strengthen yet further. Okay, this was a good one on the my Data 15 trade. I call it Data Ping. I'll talk you through it when we open the room next, but that's pretty much how I have my euro marked up, ready to trade that, and I got a nice move out of that. And equally, the Dow marked up like this. Let's see, this inner box here was the open 5-minute range. This was the intraday support at 17,412. And this was the overall box based on yesterday's key pivotal level at 17,330. It's where we broke up from, and that's where we sold off from overnight in the Asian session. Okay, so once we broke it, you can see once we broke that box at 20 past 8 UK time, so 40 minutes to go, they pulled it back to 17,327 and dropped it to fibs, because if you look at the fibs, you can see how we touched 50% on the announcement at 17,490 area, failed, and then in the 15 minutes afterwards we had a little jinx pull back to 430, and then down we came to 127 extension here. So we rejected 50%, we went to 127 extension. And so I'll go into more detail about how I use fibs next time you are with me in the room. Right, let's look at the Dow daily. So that's trapped between the 50 and the 200. So there we are, banging into the 200. And at the moment, any retrace to this area, this is now resistance. This was support. That's 2 days of significant selling. Any pullback. We've got weekly jobs tomorrow. So weekly jobs can take us back into the 430, 450 area. We may see a retest of the 17,000 now. That might eke its way down to potentially down to this area here, 16.5, but let's see. Okay, so the Dow is a very interesting chart. Let's look at the pound Aussie. That's a spinning top up there at resistance. So that's struggling with that high RSI. The fact we're sitting on 190 is extremely positive, but I think we are due a pullback on that. That hangman to me is a spinning top, whatever you want to call it. Generally, at the very least, creates some sort of downdraft, which would be nice because that gives us a chance to get a pullback and see if we can get a leg up after a while waiting. The pound yen is still bullish, and we're holding a key area there. Not much data the rest of the week for the UK, so that might just drift lower. I mean, pound yen would tend to follow the indices, the Dow. So I would suggest that might want to at least come and retest the weekly support, the 175. Let's have a look at the US dollar CAD. That had a spurt. Any pullback to 124 is a buy. It's seriously overbought, but it's very, very bullish. So ignore the RSI and keep buying pullbacks until you get a sell signal. Pound US struggling. That could now at least come and retest 150 again. We're currently 151.40. And what else am I looking at? What else is interesting? I think that's it. Let's just go back to the DAX a second. Let's just look at the indices. So the DAX is struggling up there. Extreme RSI, 2 days of selling. Sunday's open is 10,500. So it looks as if we could get a retest of that. But basically, I think it's still very bullish, but oversold. It's too hot. So I think we need a pullback to see if some of these support levels here can hold. 10,320 is a key area. Quick look at gold. I think gold will struggle here. We've got European inflation tomorrow, so that could help the euro drop back into at least 110 at least. So any pullbacks to 113.20 are to be sold. Oil. I did take a trade in oil today, thinking that we might see this pick up, but we are potentially going to drop down to 40 at the moment. They've had events. We look as if we break 44.30, that could come all the way down to 40. Alright, let's leave it there, and any questions let me know. Happy trading and look forward to speaking to you.